Hi guys, and thanks for watching this video. I thought I'd hopefully make a short and sweet little ride or die what my essential makeup would be if I only had a tiny little makeup bag and my essentials had to go in it. What would I use on a daily basis? What products would I reach for? And I do tend to reach for daily. Obviously then you've got all your other makeup collection that you add in as and when you want to mix it up a little bit, but my basics, this is it. Okay, I've tried to condense at least just one of everything, maybe two, because it's really hard, you know, when you've got a collection of lipsticks. I don't know, one, it's really hard, it's really hard. So anyway, I think my ride or die foundation for now is this one, Rimmel Match Perfection, SPF 20 in it, and my colour is actually True Ivory, which is 103. Okay, I come and go with this one, and obviously in the summer I've used a different foundation. I could have used this foundation, but I just bought a different one in a slightly deeper shade and have mixed the two. And you know, I reach for a matte foundation some days, but this is kind of my good to go, just trotting off to work in the morning. Alright, then we'd go to concealer, wouldn't we? And I love a bit of Rimmel Wake Me Up in soft beige. This is my skin colour, as it were, so it's a concealer as opposed to a highlighter. So it goes under my eyes, it goes around my nose, it goes to wherever I have perhaps a little bit of redness that I want to just tone down. This is my go-to concealer for that. This one is slightly brighter and lighter, so I would then put this on top just to brighten my little dark purple little patches that you get under your eyes. And this one is the Match Perfection in the shade 010 Ivory. Okay, so that sort of lightens my concealed areas. So that would be those. Then going on to the face, I'm not going to say I've got a ride or die powder because I haven't, so that's why I haven't introduced one. I've got 2 or 3 powders. I don't reach for one. I could probably live without it, but I do tend to use one. But there is no ride or die powder out there for me. So first up, I would go in with some bronzer just around the outside of the face. Obviously now the winter months are coming, you don't have to worry too much about it, but I do sort of tend to use it as a bit of colour corrector as well, because I do have some pigmentation on my cheeks, and I don't like to totally mask it out with foundation, because then I've got my foundation, it's too cakey and I don't like that look. So I tend to sort of blend a little bit of bronzer around, and then I hope it sort of all just blends in. So this is just your regular Hoola Bronzer like everybody is out there using, and I've hit pan. Anyway, so that'll be bronzer. Now my 2 go-to face and eye products that I'm using religiously at the moment. First up is from Rimmel. It's the Coral Glow, this one in the face sculpt. So you've got your, I'll open it up for you. Oop. So you've got your bronzer in the middle, which I mix up between the two with a bit of Hoola and a bit of that. You've got a lovely little everyday highlighter here. It's perfect, you know, top of the cheeks. It's done for work. It's brilliant. And then you've got a lovely little peachy corally shade blush, which is really nice as well. But then for my eyes, I have found Tanya Burr Cosmetics in the Fairytale eye palette, and I love this. Love it. I've been using it religiously since I bought it. So obviously you can go in with the fairest colour here all over the eye to sort of blend any discoloration out. Then I either use a bronzer or I use this shade just to go in gently into the crease area. This colour down here is my go-to. I just love it. I love it. It's got the weirdest name. It's called something like Alohomara. Alohomara? I don't know what that is. Anyway, it's sort of, how do you describe it? It's kind of grey, but there's shimmer in it. There's almost like plummy, pewter, metallic-y kind of shades in it. And I've got blue eyes, and I just think if I put that close to the lash line, don't go too high on the lid, and I also blend it along the bottom lid, it just really makes my eyes pop, and I love it. So cheers Tanya, I'm using that daily and it's great. Next up, let's go to brows. Now I just love a little bit of eyebrow pencil. At the moment my go-to one is from Essence, and it's in Blonde. It's got a little brush on there. I don't tend to use that. I don't tend to brush my brows, but if I do, I've got a spoolie, and there you go. Notice what it is, eyebrow brush. So I just sort of whip that through a tiny bit with a light hand. I don't like to go OTT. And then I'm using, again from Essence, the Make Me Brow. I love this. This is just your little brow gel. There you go, a little brush there in Blondy, and I just whip that through to put them all in place. I repurchased this one from Blondy, and then it's almost sort of drying out, so I went and got another one which I thought was Blondy again, but when I actually put the two together, you can see it's not quite. So this other one I've been using is Soft Browny Brows, and I did notice a slight colour change, but I just thought this one was drying out a bit and the colour was sort of a bit more fresher in the new packet. But no, it's a slightly darker colour, so it's still good to go to. I sort of use this more on my days off or weekends off or a night out, and I tend to keep Blondy more for every day. So I'm loving these eyebrow mascaras, effectively. So that's my brows done, my eyelashes, mascara and everything. I love eyelash curlers. I kind of started using these a tiny bit in my 20s. Really didn't get on with them, thought they were just macabre, hated them, then went right off them, and then literally have found them again in probably this year, to be fair, really recently, and I couldn't be without it. Really, if I go to put my mascara on and I've already started doing it and have forgotten to curl my eyelashes, I'm so cross with myself. I get over it, obviously, it's fine, we can carry on the day, but my eyelashes are so much better when they're curled. So eyelash curler is definite. This is just one from Sainsbury's from their Dirty Works range, and it's, I don't know, £3, something like that. So I'm afraid I've got two mascaras and my faves. Obviously I've got lots more mascaras that I do reach for occasionally, but if I had to really narrow it down, I do love Bourjois mascaras. This one is the Ultra Care Volume Glamour. This one's really nice for a night out, I find, because it kind of keeps the lashes close together. It defines them and elongates them, but it keeps them quite heavy as well and thick. So that's sort of why the glamour, I suppose, comes into it. I just like that for a night out. But my day-to-day that I've been reaching for ever since I bought it, which was probably about 3 weeks ago, is another one from Bourjois, and it's their Volume Reveal. It's got a little mirror there as well. But it's just black. I always wear black mascaras. It's got a perfect size wand and it's just great. Can't fault it at all. So that's my go-to mascara. And then we've got some lippy, haven't we? I narrowed it down to 3 products. Okay, so for lip liner, again from Essence, this one's Girl Next Door. And I like it. It's a little screw-up nib there and it's very nude, but what it does to my lips, it neutralizes the, like you trace your line around your lip and your actual lip color sometimes can be a bit, like the edge of your lip can be a bit darker than your lip color, or different tones shall we say. But by putting this particular shade on my lips, it sort of neutralizes all of that, and I love it. And it's quite almost a tad mauvey nude, if you know what I mean. So that works. And then lipsticks, I didn't really want to narrow it down to one. How could I narrow it down to one? But I think I have. On a daily basis, this is just going to work sort of lipstick. I've narrowed it down to the Kate Moss Rimmel number 45, and it's just a basic nude. It looks actually a bit darker there, but it's not. It's really a nice pinky everyday nude. And I would be very happy if I just left the house with that on my lips. I do, if we're talking lip glosses, I do like this one. It's Rose Quartz from Stila, and I'm about halfway through, just over halfway through, and it's really nice because it just adds a little bit of gold, sort of a rosy pink goldy tint to it. So I just sort of put a little bit in the middle of my lips, and I think if I needed a lip gloss, this is the one I would go for. So that's my ride or die out the door makeup kit. Definitely would repurchase any of these products, and have repurchased often because they work for me. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I will list all these products down below because I think they're worth listing, alright, and worth telling you about. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. That would be fantastic, and I'd love to see you again next time. Bye guys, bye, 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 bye.